Hello, I'm Bunnery.
I'm Bread Mower.
And this is IFXtra. Okay, how is everybody now that January's over? We're into February. It's a very short month. Things are getting slightly warmer outside. Woo!
Are we like nearly 10% through the year or something?
Not quite. I don't think so.
How does this even happen?
Well, thank goodness January's over. But yeah, it should be, a nice short month, and it's got Valentine's Day in it and things like that. So yeah, things are looking up, and we're almost a year into the pandemic, but all the vaccinations and things are rolling out quite well. So quite optimistic now. What about you?
No, I just had this sort of moment of last February, didn't anticipate any of this.
No, we had no idea what was coming, really. But anyway, what have you been doing this week?
So I have been working on some of our stuff.
Oh, good.
I've been doing our interactive system just because that kind of underpins quite a few things that we want to be doing. So if I can get that sorted and working, then it'll free up a big chunk of time for working on other stuff like interference app, etc.
Yeah, the app's got to come out.
Yeah,
pretty soon.
As kind of part of this, I've been tinkering around with some stuff to enable us to do other things in future. So that that should be good.
Yeah, cool. I also hear that we've got a new patron.
Yes. Thank you very much to Amber Hopkins, who joined our Patreon, which is very kind of you. We do appreciate it. For anyone who hasn't seen this, we have a Patreon page now, patreon.com/interference. Where you can give us a bit of monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game, building these apps, running quizzes and all these kind of things.
Writing questions.
Yeah, we really appreciate your support. It all goes to pay server bills and things like that. Yes, we do really appreciate everyone who supports us through there. You get some sort of cool features, like you get supporter status and interference, so you get like replays and stuff like that. You get custom entrance shout outs on the quiz, all kinds of things. I'm confused myself now because I normally say this at the end of the video
you do.
each week, and I've just kind of said it now.
Well,
so that's weird and confusing.
Good. Don't say it twice. Okay, now it's time to go and see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to See You Around for No Black Cat. This is my book. I just love how they've drawn the black cat against a black background. I couldn't do that. And the book as well, I draw like little lines for all the pages, but that's just perfect. Beautiful work. See You Around.
My favourite description this week was the chair my cat uses as a scratching post when I ignore her, by Love Drawing. Now I think all of us with cats can sympathise with that entirely. We certainly can, with Dave and Grumble gradually destroying our sofa. Nice work, Love Drawing.
Community pick of the week this week goes to Heraclium for Cold Girl in Pink Jacket tries to warm up by a fire. It's really difficult to draw fire, and that's beautifully done. I love the purple smoke too. Brilliant work. Well done, Heraclium. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there as always.
Now we're going to see what we were all talking about last week in the forums. So, last week I was asking you about your exercise equipment. I said since we can't go to gyms and exercise classes at the moment, we wondered if you've got any equipment at home that you use right now. We have some yoga mats, a few weights, which we keep saying we're going to use. How about you? Well, Canabita said, I own a static bike, but I haven't used it for a long time, and I'm afraid there might be some critters living in it. Sounds like our shed. At least for the last week, me and my boyfriend have been walking more and cutting down on beer. So it's a start. Yeah. I think walking's a good thing to do at the moment, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Get you outside and...
Well, we go for a walk maybe once a week. I've started running again, I've been out for a few runs, so I'm doing something. That counts.
Yeah. A trophy man said chainsaw, but I haven't used it for some time. Instead, I plough the driveway along with my family to get exercise in the winter and mowing the lawn old style in the summer. Also just skating, whacking golf balls into a field, all good exercise equipment.
See, thinking about it, stuff like mowing the lawn, if you're using like a push mower or something rather than like a sit-on mower. I used to have one of those. You do get like you do break a sweat.
You do,
yeah, good stuff.
I like what 9% said.
Yeah, 9% says the closest thing I have to exercise equipment is a pair of sweatpants, workout trousers, and an exercise app on my phone. I use the sweatpants as pajamas, and I've forgotten the password to the app. Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I like it. He makes me laugh.
I mean, yeah. I quite like sort of these exercise app things.
Yeah.
Like for tracking runs and stuff.
You do, yeah.
Because I'm not really into exercise, but I am a sucker for anything where you can try and beat your score on stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And so having just like putting a tracking thing on my phone when I'm running, and it's kind of like it's reading things out into my headphones, like, okay, you've done half a kilometre. That was like, slightly slower than the last half a kilometre. And I'm like, all right then. And it kind of makes you keep going. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, now we're going to see what we'll be doing next week in the forums. It's a new month, so a new forum game. Ruin a movie by adding one word to its title. I will start. Lord of the Onion Rings.
If you'd like to chime in with that, just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list. Okay, now don't forget tomorrow night is quiz night, the Zeitgeist quiz, which is 5 rounds of 5 different topics. Yeah, if you haven't seen this before, every Sunday night at 7 p.m. UK time, over on twitch.tv/interference, we run the Zeitgeist, the interference quiz of the week. It's a live interactive quiz stream where you can play along against the rest of the audience and compete for a spot on the leaderboard. Each round is based on one of the week's drawings of interference. So Bunnery here picks 5 of her favourite drawings and then uses them as inspiration for rounds. So no one knows ahead of time what any of it's going to be, not even me. I just show up and see what happens. But you can tell us the featured artist then? Yeah, this week I've featured pictures from See You Around, Roses Are Pink, Valkyrie, Hart Wilson and Mary. So 1 or 2 new ones there as well. Yeah, nice. Okay, yeah, 2 new names. And some regulars certainly. As well, yeah. Excellent stuff. So we won't get to find out what the pictures are until the night. If you'd like to join us for that, that'll be Sunday at 7 p.m. UK. So yeah, like I say, it's all live and interactive. As we give you points as you get questions right, and then we add them all up and have a leaderboard at the end of the show. Do you know who won last Sunday? Go on. It was Darth again. I see. 236, which is pretty good. The whole card was second with 201, and Grinning Goose was third with 191. Yeah, I feel like Darth is kind of dominating things a bit here. Can anyone beat her? Yeah. Come on, we need you. If you like a bit of general knowledge, or even if you just want to have a little bit of a chat and a mess about on a Sunday night, it would be very awesome if you can join us, and maybe you would be the one to knock her off a perch. Unthrone? What's the word? Dethrone Darth from the top spot there. Yeah. So on Thursdays we have Zeitgeist 20, which is 20 questions on one topic, and this Thursday all about the universe. Do you know who the master of the universe is? Oh, I see. That's why that was getting mentioned on Discord, right? Yeah. I didn't realise. Yes, it makes sense now. Yes, Darth was the master of the universe, finishing in first place with 178 points. The whole card in second place on 175. And Blue Jay Tempest, one of our newer players, finishing in third on 173 points. Yeah. So the next Zeitgeist 20 is next Thursday, and do you know what it's going to be about? Go on. It's going to be a reverse quiz. A reverse quiz? Oh, yeah. Okay. We shall see, yeah. I'll leave you wondering about that for now. Well, that sounds interesting. I've got no idea how that works. Okay, I do. Okay, so yeah, if you want to find out how the reverse quiz is going to work, then you'll have to join us on Thursday, again, 7 p.m. UK time on twitch.tv/interference. Cool. That's all the news for now, so it just goes to say. Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved at playinterference.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at PlayIFX or on Facebook at PlayInterference. We've also now got a Patreon page at patreon.com/interference, and normally I'd talk about it here, but I've already said that once, and everything is strange and confusing now. But we do really appreciate your support. Anything that you pledge to us through there goes towards server bills and things, so we can keep making these things for you. Okay, that's it for now, so we'll see you again next Saturday. Yep, have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday. Bye. Bye.